Hello, my Cancer friends. Welcome to Miss Moon's Magical Cafe, where we talk life, love, and magic. Before we begin with the tarot, I pulled a few oracle cards. You guys, these are messages from the Mermaids Oracle deck. I really like these. They're just like really beautiful, and I don't know, I just like the vibe. So yeah, so I pulled these three. We've got blessings, patience, and truth. So what I'm getting just from these three cards is coming out of the recent past, I think that you have, like, even if things aren't perfect, you have had a lot of blessings. You've had some people in your life gift you when you really needed it, or you're seeing that times in your life, like I feel like you're looking back and just thinking a little deeper about your past experiences, kind of the good, the bad, and the ugly, but you're seeing kind of all of it as an experience and not just like the good, the bad. I think you're kind of like rolling it all into something and seeing it from a higher, seeing your experiences from a higher perspective. And then with patience, I feel like if people have been there for you during a time of need, there's a part of you that wants to give back in some way, but maybe you're working on something and so you're not able to maybe like do all that you want, or maybe if you have been there for someone else and gave them some sort of gift or blessing because you felt called to, there's a need for patience on your part, like to have patience with that other person to maybe like get themselves going. And then in the near future, I think you're gonna find something out, like there will be a truth revealed, or maybe you get honest with yourself about, I feel like something about the balance in your relationship and maybe like the time it takes. Like if you give and maybe you're waiting on someone else, then in that time of waiting, I feel like there's some kind of truth revealed to you in that process. So let's see where tarot takes us with all of this. And Cancer, I feel like if in the past you've had things maybe like a little bit easy financially, and then you've been on maybe like a little bit of a downswing, there's something about your situation that you need to get honest about, whether that's your spending and and kind of like taking responsibility for that maybe. So that kind of just came up too. But let's see where we go here. Show me messages for Cancer and what they need to know right now. What does Cancer need to know? Messages and guidance. What do we have here? This is kind of funny. So a song just popped into my head. I just heard, just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. So, I don't know what that's about, but maybe you feel like closer to someone, or you've been like collaborating with somebody and you realize that they really do have your best interest or your back. So that was funny. Okay, well, let's see what else here. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at Two of Cups. All right. Six of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so Two of Cups, I definitely think that you need to focus on your blessings, the positives, and the people that have been there for you. Because both of these cards, if you notice, like, there's two hands. So this is kind of like an emotional support, and this is a financial support. And I also think it has to do with something like collaborating in a creative way. So maybe if you have maybe this is like planning something with another person. I'm also hearing what goes around comes around. So it kind of goes back to having patience with people. And it's kind of like, you know, whatever you put out in the universe or towards another person, like even if that person doesn't reciprocate, I feel like this is saying the good that you do doesn't go unnoticed. And so let's say that you help someone and like you never see that person again. You know, let's say that you just help a stranger, you pay it forward. You never see them again. You're not expecting anything in return. It was just, you know that that's going to help somebody and you were able to do it. But it doesn't go unnoticed in the eyes of God or the universe, because even though you may not see that person again, something comes in for you as a result of that. And of course, that's not the reason why we give, but I feel like it's something like that where, and sometimes with people that we know and we're close to, if, like, we might expect a little bit more, right? Because we know we're going to see them again. But I think this is just saying that if you did help someone or someone helped you, there shouldn't be any strings attached. There shouldn't be any bad feelings. It should just be you're able to give what you can give without putting yourself in a difficult situation. And then you just let it, you let it go. And then it's like when you're not expecting it, then whether it's from that person or from some other person, or like the universe always has a way to give back to us, I feel like. So even if it's not from that specific person, you need to count your blessings because they do come in. And then here, so Seven of Pentacles follows the Six of Pentacles. So I always look at this one as like, you go to the store and you buy the seed, or somebody gifts you a seed to plant. And then Seven of Pentacles is having the patience and like putting effort into it to where it ends up, growing roots and coming up to where you can actually see the results of what you put energy into. So I think you're going to find out very soon, like if this is about a relationship or a person that you've put a lot of time and effort into, I think soon you're going to see the truth surrounding that. So maybe like it's not as bad, like if there's a negative thing surrounding this, maybe it's not as bad as you thought and they were just preoccupied, and then all of a sudden, like everything that you've done for them is acknowledged. Or the truth is you have been putting so much towards them, so much energy, and it really isn't reciprocated. And so then you have to see that harsh truth and decide if you want to continue mentally, physically, emotionally taking care of this and feeding it. And this doesn't have to be a relationship either, but I feel like it is. But if it's not, then it could be you having an idea, for a project or like work venture, and you're trying to see if other people will get on board with you or if it's received well. And then you find out some kind of truth. And then there's kind of this point where you have to ask yourself, is your investment worth it? Okay, so I feel like I need like one more card for you guys. I feel like this feels incomplete. So what will Cancer experience once they find out the truth about this? Or if they start to get real with themselves. And you know what I was just thinking is maybe you need to tell someone, like, don't wait until you're angry to tell someone how you really feel, or don't wait till you're like really emotional to tell someone how you really feel. Have those kinds of conversations about where you're at when you are like of sound mind, you know, where like you're calm, you're in a pretty good space. Because I think it will be taken more seriously than if you wait for things to boil over and you're upset, and then the truth just sort of like tumbles out and creates this, you know, kind of, it puts the other person on the defensive. Then it's like it gets shut down. But there is truth there. So whether someone is trying to tell you the truth about how they feel, or you are trying to tell them how you feel, it needs to come from a place of patience, understanding, and you speak not to get to the next thing that you're going to say, but also I think it's important to listen. And also for the other person to listen to you. And so I think having an honest conversation, like rational, sober, but also, you know, it comes from your heart, then, oh, look, then you get the Sun. And so, you know, you're sort of free. I think the truth can be freeing. So whether that's you have to get honest with yourself about a relationship, a job, a situation, so that you can move forward. And you have the Sun is about clarity too. So maybe you feel like you haven't been recognized, or you haven't been seen in the light that you really want to be seen. But I feel like it's coming. I really do. I feel like with the Sun there, there's gonna be some light shed on this whole situation. But like I said, be grateful for past experiences. Have patience with yourself and the people around you, and try to stay balanced with a give and take type thing. And then if you have been overgiving, then it doesn't mean that that part of you is, it's never bad to be a giving person. But if you give and you give and you give, and you start to feel a little resentful or impatient, it's probably because you need to pull back a little bit and give the other person or people time to where they can reciprocate. If this is somebody that you've known for a long time, or you've been connected with them, and you feel like they keep taking and they're not giving back in any sort of way, then maybe you need to get honest about that connection. And honest with yourself, like, why are you over giving? You know, like, do you want the approval of this person? And if you're not getting it, then maybe you need to put your energy towards people that there's more of a balanced connection with. So you know, your cup is full, you give, and someone else's cup is full and they give, and you know, and so there's just, I just feel like there needs to be an even exchange. And the relationships or the things that you're frustrated with is probably because there's an imbalance and it needs to be reset by having a conversation, by pulling away. Some kind of action needs to take place here. And then I think you're going to be free to, you know, not have this feeling of like impatience and waiting on something. I also feel like we have the infinity symbol here too. So I feel like if this is a work situation or a project, you've really been working diligently and possibly like collaborating with other people or talking with other people and getting advice so that your project can grow. And then just the fact that the sun is here to clarify that, you know, that's one of the things that so this person is, you know, has been taking care of something and watching it go from a seed to coming up out of the soil. And one of the things that, you know, obviously plants need and we need as human beings is the sun. We need that warmth, we need that care, we need to feel revitalized, we need to make it to the next day. And so there might be something coming in for you that kind of renews your faith in things. And this could come in the form of a person, in the form of an opportunity, or you can simply just, you could just say to yourself or out loud, like, you know, I've been working on this, or I've been putting so much energy and time into this. Show me a clear sign that this is where I'm supposed to be headed. And I feel like if you ask that and you're aware and you get honest with yourself, then you're going to receive some kind of synchronicity, some kind of sign that gives you like a green light or a red light. And if it's a green light, then keep doing what you're doing. If it's a red light and there's red flags, then just simply change course. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, Cancer. Well, I think I'm going to stop there. Definitely some, you know, getting real about things, getting real about people. You guys also have a new moon coming up here in your sign. So it'll be a new moon in Cancer. I believe it's on the 17th, so July 17th. And so that might, like, on or around that day might be a significant time where you sort of have this, I don't think it'll be like a big, it might not be a big outward manifestation, but I think your internal way of thinking is going to help change things outside of you, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see what you guys find out. And kind of like that way you can figure out how to move forward and feel good about it. And, you know, so Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If this reading resonated with you and if you think it could help someone else, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.